Back here on Hawks Sports Talk, we'll sit down now with a member of the junior class at number 30, Mallory Shickora, a.k.a. Shook Nation. I don't even know. Do you know that I call you Shook Nation?
No, I do not know that.
This is the first time. What do you think about that nickname?
Never heard it before.
Well, Shook Nation.
I like it.
That's who you are. So when you come into the game, I call you by your name, and then I say, a.k.a. Shook Nation. So now you know, because you obviously can't hear me. But welcome to the show. You are now back into the mix. Good to see you into the mix. You hit a nice big three-pointer at Stony Brook, solidified the win there on the road. That was Coach's 300th victory. And now you're starting to get back with some more playing minutes. How's it feel?
It feels awesome to finally be able to play basketball.
A sense of relief, I would think.
Yeah, it's a sense of relief and accomplishment. I mean, it's been a long road, but I'm finally here, ready to get started again.
I feel like maybe it was in that Stony Brook game, and it's going to sound weird, but I feel like you're playing normal, where I can tell that you're not thinking about anything. And how tough was it to kind of get to that point where you're just playing basketball and not thinking about, your past?
It was kind of pretty tough just because I was initially kind of playing through a lot of pain, and playing through pain kind of made me a little nervous. But now I'm finally at a point where I'm really not in pain, where I can kind of just focus on playing basketball rather than worrying about my knee.
And to give the listeners a little bit of a heads up, Mallory Shickora has suffered 2 ACL tears and has been able to battle back and play at a Division I level. So we've had injury bug on this team all season long. So Katie Roth, Mary Pattison, almost had the crazy scare with Amber Bepko. And not that you've taken the role of mom, but you've been there before and, kind of a console. But how do you, I guess, embrace that role, knowing the fact that when these girls get injured, like, you're the first person to go out besides Liz Hudson and Trina?
I mean, it's pretty familiar to me, like, knowing what it is to be down and, like, having that feeling of not knowing what's wrong. And, I mean, it's always nice to have that one person that you can kind of look to that's been there, that kind of knows what it feels like and kind of relate to. And I just try to be that comforting person to people that kind of don't really know what to do.
We're here on Hawks Sports Talk. We're sitting down with the junior guard, number 30, Mallory Shickora, the Hartford Hawks women's basketball team. Before we got onto this segment, kind of, I guess, talking about life in general, and you've actually grown as a person dealing with that adversity from, down at Vanderbilt, and, through the 2 surgeries. You and Katie Roth have gotten a lot closer because you both got injured at the same time. But kind of just reflect on that. You've actually grown up a lot faster than you, I guess, have wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a crazy ride. I mean, if I were to think back 4 years ago, I really didn't think I would be in the spot right now. But in a lot of ways, I'm kind of thankful that I am, because it really has made me grow up a lot. It's made me appreciate the little things. It's made me realize what hard work really means, and to what it means to, like, really want something and to, like, chase after your dreams. And, like, I've wanted to play Division I basketball ever since I was a little kid, and, like, now that I'm finally playing after all of this, it's really, like, just shows you, like, what it means to, like, accomplish a goal and, like, follow your dreams, really.
Are you still doing the blog?
We've kind of slacked off on the blog a little bit, but
come on.
It's still up. I mean, after Katie hurt herself, it's kind of been a little bit of a bump in the road, but kind of just, like, honestly, I don't think I would want to have gone through this with anybody else. Like, she's one of the strongest people I've ever met, I've ever known, and, like, things happen for a reason. And honestly, like, sometimes I think about it, and, like, to have someone like her to go through it with, like, it really puts a lot of things in perspective.
We're going to have to go back a couple of years, but, in the couple games that you played in your freshman year, I guess saw kind of the glimpses of the floor general, and that's, I guess, the reason why you got recruited here to kind of run the point and run the show. Knowing that you're back into the mix, and how do you help this team win? And, it seems like every time your number is called, you're ready to go.
I mean, it has been a while since I've played, so I am a little bit rusty, but I mean, I'm just trying to focus on things that I can do, like play hard on defense, make shots when I'm open, and just kind of be ready for the things I can do for the team. Talk and make shots when I'm open.
And definitely a little feisty, but it is great to see you back into the mix and knowing your background story. You know, I feel like everybody, when you get onto the field, get onto the court, everybody kind of has that, you know, little smile on their face knowing that the fact that you're playing some minutes.
Thank you.
No problem. That is Mallory Shickora.